The Bert Show. Time to get buzzed on the hot goss from Hollywood with Abby. It's the Bert Show's entertainment buzz.
Actress Alyssa Milano needs to go out and touch some grass this morning because
and get grounded.
she needs to get grounded. She needs to feel the earth beneath her feet and realize she is not floating above all of us and can't get away with the stuff.
I can't for the life of me fathom her typing this out, then hitting send, and nowhere along the way her thinking, this might not be received well.
My favorite part about this whole situation, which I'll explain in just a second, is the fact that she didn't use her actress name. She used her married name as if she knew what she was doing and she was trying to get away with it. So Alyssa Milano has created a GoFundMe, and the purpose of this is to help raise money for her 12-year-old son's baseball team trip to Cooperstown, New York, which I don't get the sense is a very bougie part of New York. I'm sure it's like a side of the road town where baseball happens. She says any amount would be so greatly appreciated. You can read more about the team and make a donation. And she posted it on X/Twitter. And everyone was like, not only are you a multimillionaire, your husband, who's an agent, is also a multimillionaire. Y'all couldn't scrounge up $10,000 for your own son's baseball team? Why are you coming to the good people of America for this?
It would have been one thing if they had really thought this out. So Cooperstown is where the Little League World Series is. So this is a lot of teams will raise funds to make it there, right?
And it's where the Baseball Hall of Fame is.
Oh, is it? Where do they play so they're just going to go to the Hall of Fame? They're not going to go play?
They may play the Little League World Series there, but that's where Cooperstown is the Hall of Fame for baseball.
So, it would have been one thing if another parent on the team had set up the GoFundMe and she just shared it or something like that. But for you to be in the tax bracket that you are, to do that and to ask those that follow you and are fans who I'm sure make significantly less than you to donate, it is so tone deaf, man.
Yeah, unless they hit some type of financial burden that we don't know about. Yeah. I have no idea how she thought they were going to get away with this, and this wasn't going to be looked at this way.
And she got, obviously she's taken a lot of heat for this, and she has come out with a response.
Yeah, she's come out and basically been like, you know what, it's totally fine. It's fine. She regrets it, but she didn't think anything of it, essentially. It didn't even cross her mind that this would be out of touch. And I can almost imagine that, in their little PTA group or whatever, that they would be like, well, you're the famous one. You're going to get so many more donations if you're the one that shares it. And it was so stupid because then she doesn't even use her famous name. She uses her married name. So nobody even knows who she is until the press got ahead of it.
I think even if she shared it, she still would have took heat for it. Y'all are both, like you said, multimillionaires. You're going to take heat for this. This makes zero sense to me. I don't know why she, like you said, she didn't just do what a lot of parents are forced to do and donate what they have in order to get their kids in a better situation. I don't get it.
Because it wasn't like it was $100,000, like it was some massive hill they had to climb. It was like $10,000, which is probably what they pay for their first class flights to whatever family vacation they're about to take.
Facts. That's no money to them. I don't understand it. Is this the whole how the rich stay rich thing?
I maybe, but when I read her comments about the backlash, I'm like, oh, she doubling down. She's standing her ground that, she's just trying to support her son. And I was like, this is not a hill that you want to die on.
Just humbly apologize and move on, Alyssa.
Thanks.
All right, Britney Spears is finally speaking out about her ex, Justin Timberlake. So if you missed this last week, Justin released a new song called Selfish. And all the Britney stans were like, we are not letting this hit the top of the charts. So then they started streaming Britney's song, Selfish, in response to it. And she has now come out, and I think she's realizing what her fans are trying to do to Justin's career. And she said, I want to apologize for some of the things I wrote about in my book. If I offended any of the people I genuinely care about, I am deeply sorry. Also, wanted to say I'm in love with Justin Timberlake's new song, Selfish. It is so good.
Taking the high road, huh?
She's taking the high road, or her PR team is taking the high road. I'm convinced that Britney Spears is living her best life somewhere else, and she just has some AI robot just making it look like she's still living on social media. But if she really does feel this way, good for her. Glad that she's moving on, maybe.
She doesn't. I find it an interesting statement, because she's not flat out telling her fans, like, don't do this. But the fact that she even apologized for anything she said in her book, I'm kind of like a little bit shocked by or whatever. But her mentioning liking Justin Timberlake's song, I can see how that's like trying to put water on the fire just to kind of like put it out so people don't hate on him too much. But
admittedly, her statement feels a little bit like she's backtracking on the things going on in her book, or the things she admitted to in her book. Like, it's making me question the validity of it, honestly.
It's not making me question the validity of it, but because it happened so long ago, like, she's over it. And that's why she was able to write about it. But we're just reading it now. So now it's fresh for us. And she's like, that was so yesterday. Like, let's move past it. Like, it happened, but she's past it. And now she wants us to be past it.
Gotcha.
The Bert Show.